to the president himself, Stan Wesedogbe, who is the Deputy Chief of Staff Operations, Foreign Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Road Minister Kwame Govins Agboja, and Presidential Staffer Beatrice Ananfio. Then the GIPC Chief Executive Sivon Maji is also on the trip, as well as the Ghana Health Service and the Ghana Health Service Director General and the GEPA CEO. So in all, there are 8 in there. Now, these individuals are accompanying the president to the Tokyo International Conference on African Development. This is a conference on international, which is internationally focused on African development. It has been led by the government of Japan since 1993 and has been co-organized with the United Nations and the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, as well as the African Union Commission and the World Bank. Now, this is to see to the development of Africa. We know Ghana has had a very long-standing relationship with Japan. They have offered support in terms of health, infrastructure, in terms of medicines. They've also offered help to Ghana in terms of investment opportunities, as well as the road sector as well. Quite recently, we knew that commitments have been reignited in some of the areas that they have specialized in terms of road and the others. And so this is broadening the scope and giving an opportunity. It's done yearly to bring African countries together, and they assess and see what level of development they will give to the African continent, which Japan has spearheaded successfully for 9 consecutive times. This will be the 9th one. They've actually done it 8 times, and this will be the 9th consecutive time. So the fact is that the president did not travel on a commercial and on a private jet. No, the journey is actually too long to be on a private jet. That's a fact. And so it was, and the details, like I said, on the Emirates one, flight EK 318 that's from Accra to Dubai, and then he took another commercial flight, which is registered Emirates, to Tokyo as well.
Komla, we are grateful for your time and, most importantly, the clarification you have brought us this morning. When it's time for News Central, we'll get back to you again for a lot more details on that one. But thank you for your clarification. So, just as mentioned by our colleague Komla Kluche, this entire journey is not costing Ghana a whopping $690,000 as mentioned by the Honorable Vincent Assefuwa. A lot more will come your way when it's time for News Central. But for now, here on TV3 New Day, we'll take a breather. When we come back, we'll have a bit of discussions before we wrap up on the show. It's 2025 annual leadership lecture. There is an august visitor in town who's going to be the keynote speaker. But the stakeholders are here in studio this morning to expatiate on what exactly is happening with this lecture. Professor Isaac Buedi, he's the Dean, Faculty of Accounting and Finance, as well as Mr. Kwame Fosu-Boateng, Senior Lecturer, Department of Banking and Finance. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Same here.
I've been reading a lot about this discussion. I've seen BRICS. I don't think that I had really taken notice of what it meant. I've seen de-dollarization and all of that. I've seen geopolitics. I've seen geoeconomics, a lot of geo. But our geographical location this morning is Ghana. And where the event is happening is at the UPSA. So straight away, let's get into the theme of this year, because it's not the first time that you're hosting this thought leadership lecture, is it? It's not, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, so this is number what?
This is, I think we started this in 2017.
Okay.
So
We've had a number of them.
We've had a number of them.
Number
About
7.
Okay, so this is number 7.
Number 7, yeah.
Okay. Would you want to just expatiate maybe on the impact we've had so far before we get to the theme for this year? Who would take that? Isaac, you would? Okay.
Well, good morning again, and good morning to your viewers as well. We started this journey on leadership lectures, annual leadership lectures of 2017.
Okay.
We've had the likes of Otumfo, Osei-Tutu. We've had the likes of former President Kufuor, Right Reverend Paul Boateng, a host of Ibn Chamban as well came. Even impactful, Cardinal as well, impactful over the years when we began these lectures. We think that considering the period that we find ourselves as a country, it is important that we reflect on qualities of leadership in the terrain that we find ourselves. So this particular year, the theme for the program indicated the geopolitics and geoeconomics of de-dollarization, BRICS currency strategy, and common lesson for Africa and beyond. That's the basic consideration for this time around.
All right. So 2 questions in one. We'll get to the BRICS strategy and what BRICS really means, and then we'll get to de-dollarization as well. But let's take the de-dollarization. What's the meaning of that? It's
a key word that if you pronounce it, you have to be careful how you pronounce it. De-dollarization. You know, it's a process of reducing reliance on the US dollar. That's basically that.
Right.
What is this so important? You know, we have focused so much on the usage of the dollar. And over the years, several countries, including the BRICS, are finding alternative of mitigating the risks. For instance, the US sanctions, exchange rate volatility in the markets, and total dependence on the dollar. So Africa, we need to find our own space, joining BRICS or having a common currency that should be able to help us. Now that we are moving into ecozone, trying to have one currency to be used, we need to learn lessons out of this. And that's why we are inviting a country that have gone through that journey before
to come share the experiences with us.
That's why Zuma is coming.
Okay, so Kwame, let me then come to you with the BRICS strategy and what Africa can learn, especially from this thought leadership seminar today. BRICS, which countries are in there? I know there's Brazil.
There's Brazil, there's Russia, there's India, there's China, and then our own South Africa.
South Africa.
They were for South Africa, it was the pioneer African country to join the initial 4 block. And then we have Egypt joining, we have Saudi Arabia joining. The recent country that joined is Indonesia. And beyond that, we have seen, even Ethiopia has also joined. We've seen a rise in number of countries across what we call the Global South, expressing interest in joining the BRICS alliance for obvious reasons, such as having an alternative, as they put it, to using a different currency in their international trade transactions. And so it feeds into that concept of de-dollarizing. You know, there has been the case whereby over the past decades, we've seen total reliance on the dollar, which is more or less like a unipolar order. And so you look at the BRICS strategy, and one of their core goals is to create a system whereby we have a multipolar global system. So if someone wants to trade internationally, the person would have an option to use the dollar or have equal options to use other currencies. And that has been one of the things that they have been looking at. And in terms of the strategy, one of the critical pillars that they have been working on is the ability to have a parallel financial system to the SWIFT. You know, the SWIFT, as we know, is controlled by the West.
Right.
So they've been working towards that. They've also been working towards having the BRICS currency, which should be handled or managed by what they call the New Development Bank, that they hope to see it one day becoming as big as the World Bank or the IMF, as we put it. So that has been their strategy.
All right.
And there are other ramifications that could be discussed as we go.
Let's just get straight into activities for today, because we're running out of time. Our keynote speaker, I have an idea, you guys have an idea, but let's tell our audience who's speaking today.
We have the former president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, who arrived, I think, yesterday.
Right.
He's been in the country for yesterday. He'll be speaking today. He's a keynote speaker. And then we have the Vice Chancellor of the university also will be there. Then we have the Chancellor as well, and then the Council Chair. And then we have the Minister of Education. He also
being
agrees.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are...
Is there anything that informed the choice of Jacob Zuma for this year? Is it because they're part of BRICS as well?
Yes. Yes. As we earlier on indicated, South Africa was the first African country to join the bloc. And you know, it is not just a decision. It comes with a national policy, a program of action. And also, we of course, it's expected. There will be some kind of response also from the West. For us as persons in academia, it will be very interesting to, as it were, hear from his perspective what the country, South Africa, has gone through by taking that decision, good or bad, so that Ghana can also learn lessons from it.
Who can attend?
In fact,
it's open to all.
It's open.
Are we paying?
No, it's
We're
free.
not paying anything
it's
at all.
It's the auditorium,
Okay.
which takes about 30,000 capacity.
So you just must be in the auditorium. Latest 3:30, you must be seated over there.
Yeah, and want to thank our sponsors as well.
Okay.
Your outfits.
I'm told that Zenith Bank is the highlight sponsor for this year. The amount is huge.
Yeah, they've done so well. Metro, your competitor as well, your outfit as well, and other individuals as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it the Kofi Ohene Konedu Auditorium?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
4 p.m. But if you're really interested, you must be seated by 3. Latest 3:30. You must be seated for proceedings to start at exactly 4 p.m. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
My schedule is tight, but I'll see if I'll be able to pass
You need
through.
to pass
I'll be happy. I'll be
you.
happy if I'm able to.
Right.
All right. So thank you, Professor Isaac Boedi, Dean, Faculty of Accounting and Finance, and then Mr. Kwame Fosu-Boateng, Senior Lecturer, Department of Banking and Finance. Thank you so much for coming. I'm looking at doing my master's in Banking and Finance, so I'll come and see you guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes, I will.
We'll be expecting you.
I will come. Anyway, it's still TV3 New Day. Let's take a musical spot. We'll be back with more before we say. Your own people, Alisa Hotel, they are here this morning, and we're saying a big thank you to all of our fans and the lovers who came to be a part of Bogbe on Sunday. I couldn't join. I was getting ready for Ghana's Most Beautiful, but I can tell from the fun that was happening outside that it was a very successful program.
It was.
How did you put it together and how did it end?
Interestingly, it's a partnership between us and BTL. That's a company in East Legon. They are a media company.
I know BTL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they approached us quite last minute, but then we were able to put it together. And they liked it. A lot of people liked it. It was a football viewing experience. And we are looking to partner with
We
them
have to
in the
do more.
future.
Now that the season is open,
Exactly.
so many games to be played, I beg.
Exactly.
But don't do it on Sundays alone, I beg you, because it would take my interest away. I don't like that, because
Sure.
you know I prep for DMB on Sunday.
Sure.
Anyway, Kwesi Prempeh is here from Alisa. And what are we saying, or what are we selling to our audience this morning?
So, this morning we just want to talk about all the things we have on offer.
Okay.
We are just reminding people that we have very new and renovated rooms. We've renovated 80% of our rooms in Alisa Northbridge.
Okay.
We have conferencing facilities for over 1,000 people, so 1,000 delegates can use our new conferencing facility, which is the Alisa Pavilion. We also have a very ultra-modern Oasis restaurant, which you love.
My favorite. My favorite, yeah.
We're just entreating people to patronize us. I mean,
Right.
once you come, once you experience it, you'd love it. I mean, you can attest to that.
Yeah.
And we're inviting people for our Sunday brunch,
Okay.
the best in the city. We're inviting people for our Friday barbecue, which is also the best in the city.
Right.
So brunch is at lunch, but then Friday barbecue is a dinner.
Yeah.
And we have themed dinners every night
Okay.
throughout the week.
Right.
So just pass to Alisa. If it's a movie night, we have movie nights every last Saturday of the month. If it's games night you're looking for, every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So anything you're looking for,
It's available at Alisa.
Alisa.
Give us the numbers
Exactly.
to call.
So if you want to reach us, our numbers are on social media.
Okay.
You can reach us through social media
Okay.
at Alisa Hotel Northbridge.
Okay.
Or you can call 0248 347 800, and I will personally handle any inquiry you have.
Please give us the number again.
Sure. 0248 347 800.
All right. Okay. Sunday, I'm not sure after brunch there's football. There's no football this Sunday, is there?
There's no big football this Sunday, as in we are not doing the big show this Sunday, but we have
Our
table
screens are
bay.
all over.
Exactly, we have
Yeah.
screens all over that we show in our table bay in Oasis.
Right.
So if you'd want to watch your game in a very serene environment with wonderful, like, what's it called? Like the environment, you'd love it.
Yeah,
Just
I can
come
attest to that fact. So please come to Alisa Hotel every day of the week, anytime at all.
Anytime.
It's open for you. Kwesi Prempeh, thank you so much
Thank you
for
very
coming
much.
this morning. I'll see you soon on the side.
Sure.
You know what I mean.
Sure.
Okay, so my colleague Roland Walker is on standby, and this morning, where is he again? Remind me, because we are not on the Nsawam Road today. Okay, so the Kaswa Winneba Road, that's where Roland Walker is this morning. Let's cross over. Roland, if you can hear me, good morning. What exactly can you report?
Live just around Budumburam, we have this long stretch of road, and you have to say that apart from the inconvenience that is confronting motorists, they would also have to go through this daily. It's our focus on roads right on TV3NewDay, making consideration for the difficulties that ordinary commuters on the various roads under reconstruction are having. And I have to say that currently the contractors are making the efforts, even though there's any stalemate, to make sure that at least they water the ground to make it very easy for ordinary commuters to be able to move to and fro. It's very important for all of us to have, but it's a very difficult situation. So pumping water and then making sure that they have water on the dusty roads is the best way that the contractor is able to manage the dust that tend to engulf many of these pedestrians as well as road users. We are told that this is a 30-kilometer road, not only from Kaswa, but ending at Winneba. And that stretch also will mean, because this is a main corridor that leads to the western part of the country, it also means that those who tend to use it, the type of vehicles are always heavy. And so this type of construction would need to be done in such a way that everybody is accommodated. And so far, it leaves a lot of commuters, not only around the Kaswa area, the Gomwa area, the Budubuna area, very much stranded. It cannot certainly be easy for all of them. We'll take you around, give you a better eye view as to what the situation is, the difficulties that ordinary commuters are going through. We're told this, by way of this contract sum, is around 180 million US dollars. It's supposed to be completed in about 36 months or 3 years, we're told. And so we'll see how that goes. But so far, it doesn't look easy. We'll speak to a number of these commuters, got to have an insight into the difficulties that they face. And then it certainly would have to be the road user. Let me just, how are you?
Fine.
All right. So, and then also speak to them. At saying, yes, Anna, or more construction, difficulties when I'm facing.
Cars. They be out of ball joints, who talk tie rodents, who talk shocks. I say a car first class.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, saying?
Maybe the David.
Okay. All the best to you. So David also having difficulties, and for those who tend to have long distance, you find that whether they are moving from Cape Coast or wherever they are moving from, it's a very difficult situation for them, especially for the heavy-duty vehicles, trailers, fuel tankers, etc., that tend to ply this road. It means that they make the smaller cars suffer. And for those who go to work, especially from Winneba to Accra or Accra to Winneba, it certainly cannot be easy. Right, saying, Osha, one can say observation or construction, I want to say.
Slow.
It's slow.
It's slow.
You see, I track one free him for eco see him for.
Let me see. I quit Junction, I call Kaswa.
Utenya passengers no. All right. All the best to you for the day. Why?
Thank you.
And so those are the difficulties that people too. We'll go to the other side of the road and try to speak to the commuters, the passengers who tend to wait for the vehicles and also get to have an insight into all the things that they have to do. And Ekwano Osha at the same mamo.
Ekwano is very bad.
It's very bad.
It's very bad. This contractor is not help at all.
You think the contractor is doing good work?
Oh,
so far?
He's doing very good work, but he didn't do any bad pass for any car. Even this side we are passing is some people houses and things we are passing.
So you people should not create a bypass yourself. So there are no diversions.
No. Even here, you can't do anything about here. We drivers were there here where sometimes you can feel put some songs and things inside the road. It's very bad.
The people now they use what sand.
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 Yeah.
So then you go take some blocks and stones
before the car can pass.
Then if it rain, it not be easy for you guys.
Hey, my brother, even they rain they fall for here, the taxi from here they go that place, they can charge you 100 cedis, 50 cedis because you cannot cross.
Wow.
Yes. So it's very bad.
What be your name?
Samuel Owusu.
Samuel Owusu. All the best to you. Why?
Thank you.
Great. So you can hear, they say the contractor is doing some good work, a bit slow. It also means that the diversions that have not been created is a big difficulty. It's a difficulty not only for ordinary commuters, but also who have to make sure that their productive hours really get not to a grind, but also just move on. Now, it's those difficulties that ordinary people go through. So you will find that for many of the commuters who want to come, it's the same situation that is replicated across the area. And so we have commercial drivers like him. You free him for now or call him?
But if you Kaswa,
yeah, call him.
Me call camp here.
Oh yeah, more kind to say.
Me pacho you can break too much. It's a sraban say one year the fast man into me call our. I'm a man who wants to be cartoon come back.
On track contractor no took a crown.
One level so kakama.
On can hoshi.
On can oliche.
No problem.
But from Isaac.
Okay, so that's Isaac. So we'll cross over, speak to a number of these individuals and get to have some insight into the difficulties that they go through. Yeah. Senior Bobu, Habi. So we'll cross over and then also get to have an insight. But for all the people that who tend to go through this difficulty, it's the things that they have to do by way of the activities and schedules for the day that gets to suffer. So you find out for many of the times, people want to take Okada. And you know that when it comes to Okada, moving up and down is always an easy thing. But sometimes it's not every time that they get it quite easy. So I'll try and get a motorcycle rider and then also get to speak to, hey, sir, how are you?
Worker, I'm doing well.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm called Richard Apasia.
Mr. Apasia?
Yes, sir.
This is your road.
This,
at least you have a bike, so it's easier for you.
Yeah, it's easier for me because I'll have access to move with my bike. But up for vehicle side there, in fact, it's a problem. And at times, if there is rainfall, the whole place is so muddy. To cross up is a problem. So for the quality of the road there is too bad.
Yeah. Do you have the contractor engaging you, the residents and commuters, that, oh, maybe this is what you're going to face, this is where they're going to block, or the diversions they have to create? Because we're getting inside that diversions even have not been created for you.
That one is true. Nobody have come to any of the residents to inform us that maybe they want to do diversion. There is no any diversion in this order. There's no any diversion.
So how does that make work difficult for you? In terms of if you have to undertake your schedules for the day and move up and down?
No, to take the shuttle for the day at times it's not easy. That is why I said some people, even if you want to cross the road, it's a problem. Particularly on Fridays or Saturdays, funeral days, you see that the whole place is so congested with vehicles. People want to cross up, it's a problem. And at times, if there is rainfall, the whole place is so muddy that we cannot even have access to go to our workplaces.
And they've dug everywhere now. Because of the nature and the type of construction they are doing, a lot of boulders, big stones, etc. So they've dug everywhere.
Yes, the whole place is being dug. Even at times, they even put so many rocks on the road. Even somebody was trying to he was traveling on the way to Winneba. But because of the contractor, they used a big rock to block the place. So his engine got broken.
Wow.
He's my close friend. It's called Alaji.
And did he report to the contractor for some level of liability?
Yes, I'm sure he has done that, but because of maybe the vehicle, he don't have the particulars.
Yes.
That will be the problem.
It will sidestep in the law.
Yes.
The big stones, they are called boulders.
Yes.
Because they use it to do reinforcement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this road is supposed to be about, we're told 30 kilometers or so. It's supposed to take about 36 months to complete.
Yes.
You think the rate at which we are going, you get a 3 years?
I could see that the contractors, they are always on the side. On the side. They are working. But we don't know how rapid it will be.
Okay. How long have you been on this stretch? I mean, staying?
Yeah, I've been here almost, that is 2002.
Okay, your experience?
Yes.
That's 23 years ago.
23 years. Yes, I'm a prison officer. I'm working at a Wutu Camp prison.
Okay.
So I just closed from night and I'm on the way with my bike to the house.
Yeah. Then you advise people to be using bikes, motorbike. It's easier than vehicles, right?
Yeah, at times even Ghanaians, they don't even want to walk home.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't want to even use bicycle stuff. They prefer to be in the air-conditioned vehicles, moving here and there.
Yeah. All right. We wish you all the best for the day.
I also wish
Again,
you all the best.
What's your name, sir?
I'm called Richard Apasia.
Mr. Apasia,
Yes,
wish you all
sir.
the best. All the Ghana Prison Service.
Yes,
Just
Mr.
close
Walker,
from.
Mr.
Yes.
Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. I've been seeing you on television.
Yeah, thank you.
And this is the first time that I'm seeing you physically.
Yeah, physically. Don't worry. It's part of the work.
Yes, sir.
We wish you all the best for the day, Mr.
Thank you
Apasia.
very much.
All right.
Yeah.
So the state of the road, and Mr. Apasia just making sure that after closing from work, he did his nice duty as a prisons officer, just making sure that he's able to get through. Now, again, let me just apprise you of some key indicators for this road. Stretching from Kaswa to Winneba, $180 million contract sum. 2 contractors are on the road: NAG Fairmont Company Limited and Delivery Company Limited. Now, you find that many of these residents are witnessing a number of these footbridges, the underpasses, etc., just to make sure that the work is done, the contractor will have to do these. Very important for work to progress. Now, when you take a critical look at the things that need to be done, you'll find that through it all, there's a substantive, constructive action that need to be undertaken. So we have 16 footbridges, as well as a lot of undertakings that will be done. And this will cut across commuters, will also cut across various communities so that people can move to and fro. Very important for all of us to do that. So you find that while residents are unhappy about, let's say, what has been created, and especially when it rains, it also means that the critical aspect of the construction would have to be undertaken. Now, we'll speak to a number of the residents, but more importantly, those who have been elected into maybe the assemblies to be able to cater for the needs of the residents. Now, let's speak to one of the assemblymen who lives in one of the communities here. What's your name? Which area is your assembly?
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Dogbe. I head the Budumburam electoral area.
Okay, Budumburam electoral area.
Gomoa East District Assembly.
Gomoa East District Assembly.
Yes, sir.
And you have to say that when this road was being constructed, at least you were, as residents, you were engaged. Were you not?
Oh, no, I was not really properly engaged.
No, I mean you as resident, not you alone.
Okay, yeah, we're engaged. Okay. We're engaged.
So they did some community engagements.
Yes, of course.
What did the contractors tell you about what they intended doing, the construction of the road?
Well, I cannot really say much into details, but what they assured us was that they were going to do their possible best in order not to create any discomfort during this time of construction. Yes, that's all that I can say.
But this is going to be a long stretch, Kasua to Winneba, and it's supposed to serve the purpose of making sure that this road is expanded, dual carriageway, as well as the various footbridges that will be needed, the pipe culverts, etc., just to make sure that transportation, people moving up and down, is smooth. Would you say that, based on your own observation, the work is moving according to the pace that you would like? Not necessarily what the contractor like, but what you like.
Okay, well, truth might be told, I think the contractor is doing his best to make sure the road is done in a fast-track way so that commuters can easily access it. But nevertheless, I know one way or the other, they have also defaulted in some ways because, as you can see, there are a whole lot of traffic congestion over here. Every day in, day out, we've been experiencing this kind of traffic congestion. So I'd like to plead with the contractor, the stakeholders involved, to make sure the right thing is properly done so that it can ease the commuters from this kind of traffic congestion.
Okay, so it means that you have to endure this. It started from the whole of last year, and so...
Yes, I think we are in the second year now.
It's supposed to take 36 months, we're told.
We are in the second year now. What I was told that this road construction was supposed to end at maybe, let's say, by 4 years' time. So we have 2 years ahead of us, even though they are doing their best, but not to the best of... not to the best for us.
Okay, as residents, you always wanted quickly, swift.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
One of the concerns we got from one of the commuters was that you always wanted quickly, swift.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
One of the concerns we got from one of the commuters was that along the you are.
Okay, well, maybe this needs a public education because I am aware that there are some diversions within the communities which some of the commuters uses. But my only problem is that the diversions that was created by the contractor is not being well catered for. Because when for instance, I use a car also. Whenever I use the diversion or the inner route in order to get to the main stretch, I find it very difficult because the road is not really mutuable for the commuters to use. It's really rough, very rough. Their attention is not really on the inner roads or the diversion that they've created, but their attention is only based on the main route, which it's really causing harm to we the residents in these communities.
And the assembly, has this come to your attention? And then have you discussed it at the assembly? What do you intend doing, engaging the contractor so that at least some sections could be sped up quickly as possible?
Yes, let me applaud the Member of Parliament for this area in person of Desmond Digrapetu. Also, let me also applaud the DC, the regional minister as well. They have done tremendously well in combating this kind of situation to make sure that the right thing is done. They've been doing their best. I am told that every month the engineer, the district engineer and some stakeholders have meeting with the engineer on the site, and sometimes they outline some of these problems to him. Sometimes we see them doing the needful, but sometimes they also neglect it. So I don't know. We just only pray that this construction will work fastly and this road will be made available for the commuters to use.
All right. So if there's anything that you would want to tell the contractor, what would it be?
What I would like to tell the contractor is that we are not stopping him from constructing this road because it's going to serve us a good. It's going to serve us a lot in this community and as well as people that uses this route. What I would like to plead with him is that I know he's doing his best, but he should just try and do better.
All right, we'll have one more conversation with you, so just wait around. Again, the contractors working on this stretch. So we're talking about Kaswa to Winneba. Two of them, we have NAG Fairmont Company Limited, as well as Delivery Company Limited. Two contractors working on these two lots. Now, we take it from Kaswa, you go through Budumburam, Potting, and then you go to the end of the project site. And in all, a number of actions have to be taken. And you'll find that when it comes to the things that need to be done, a number of activities and construction works, apart from the main road, will be done. So we have 16-foot bridges, 15 box and 51 pipe culverts, as well as walkways. Now, what has been done by the contractor is to make sure that they are able to do this. They dig the trenches so that you can have underpasses as part of the diversions to make sure that the level of plying by vehicles is made as smooth as possible. Those who tend to work alongside and perhaps create some of the best convenient means for passengers, at least for those who don't have cars, are the Okada riders, as we call them. Okada in itself is a parlance from Nigeria, but adopted also right here. But it also means that they've become a mainstay. So we have to engage them, get to find what their own issues are. That's right.
Bacha.
Say.
Bacha from Emmanuel.
Okay, Ima, mo kwani de you and what's it?
Kwani de nyame no kuranim kwani nye. Was contractor na buy no or start at least and was senka onye one lane and we ansana wa beto aso aye other side no. But waye nina boom. Dema at least every 3 days and 4 days. Obo say car bia kwanya accident akotom omo sorry na kwanu so enye futuro so no e haye. Wow.
Enti Budumbura hana omeyi intokro na say trenches ne kese na ya cars tibitom sometimes.
Sometimes I beginning now almost start here no. Omo ankasa tipa ne ba ko eto e wa minanim.
E we dey say asemo.
Ai asempa ai wo say aban ne hwe na omo no mo ntimi nkasa no mo ye bibi emfa mboaye because it was so at least contract and start here no was say continue sa kwan kitenkite edge sena be ya cars mbetima divert afa no mo
diversions
diversions.
So there are no road diversions.
There be obaye no it was say at least on starting yes are diversions no wie ansa na watima start main road no but obaye no one year diversions bia amfa maye.
Has somebody from the construction companies been able to engage you, contractors or Mubia?
No, please.
Nobody has come.
Yeah, and cash in Chile. Obia no can be a Chile.
Bibi how person osre contractor na ebedie.
For me, for no correct sanka contractor and bet me, your best reno, your panacho. So bet me, I boy ya. Nkonye diversions no, emaye. Sena beya traffic no. Ebe bafom. Because traffic no, a does too much. Emaye, especially weekends. Saturday, Friday, Saturdays, traffic edoso aha.
I say.
Yeah.
Chale Yima, Yabakasa.
Okay,
Yima. Enti you moto no fa ufe free hin brono be na ya okọ na say
brono haya na ye juma mpacha.
We there that 1 city 5 city
mpacha.
Okay, so that's Emmanuel, one of the lead Okada riders right here, and he's here. Open where say?
Adumu. Me de po akwa kwa me.
Kwame, you mo kwan yi de ebe ha dwen. Enti anopese say wo sorry a aya pressure no wo mo so na say tambe na ya pressure ne ba.
Pressure was so no. If it's especially Saturdays and Fridays. Okay. And if friends say pressure. Yeah, anopa.
Amanfo mu free him fa and oya mu free him fa.
Ani adwuma ne de wo ho na wa ba obi na obi wo kwa customer na wa friend obi so oni customer. Enti bi wo gina wo se ya no nipa na ba fa me kwa ha.
Enti wo customer.
Yeah, me wa.
Enti obi wo wa utimi fani e free ha e kwa adwuma nkran na se
kwa shi nyina. Me number bia.
Business no so. So Kwame is just telling us that he has a number of customers very critical for the type of work that he does. And because of the nature of the road, he is able to get customers who are on his call log. They book him, they call him, and he's able to also to be calling for Agbogloshi. Now, what to be TV3 area muhono? So you are from Kaswa to Tema?
Yeah.
Charlie, this guy the room. And it's a unyeska Kwame. What there obi problem ya o dachi.
You want yeah.
Kwame me they go rough.
But they ba kwa high and
there
insurance no. O kwa ye on be the amosi why insurance. But in case ebia o kwa na bibini na wo ko ho no ma. No ma kire say third party. Nti third party no onim wa be robet media boa. But obeye insurance o na wonam na bia wakonya accident na wako na waka kire say ye nim wa be boa wa. To me nka me hu say nka hu yan so be me yes third party no. So kombet ma boa bibidi o munka bibi mfa wo ba ho na high.
Na third party na o can third party insurance for motorcycle.
Say car say motor oye no na wo de ko na wakonya so accident bi ba na wo ko wa. Yes, you enter me a third party.
Now, when I'm comprehensive.
I know them in names are the among some countries and fast.
No, Miss I. Say, cars, na you are comprehensive. Me, motor the end.
But motor then I acquire how much I see a third party. Sana ya my but ya sans you in a qua. No more be accident be banner or qua no just what to me. Wow. What any accidents? Oh,
again, at the accidents in the back.
Sometimes drivers no. Also, no wakwatwa no hu na they cross you keke
and so say a driver for na omom cars no kwan so
omum motor for no nti wo na wa cross you keke wonye ne hwe nso na baby sasi
obi timi o ba no hu won so we bie ne door
na yeah and a problem any driver side no and any problem
na yanka ekwa na asem ekwa na yima ka kire me se yanya diversions nyama
yeah because nka even hwe say halen we musi no nka we so mo be ye brebi sade afa we sane be ya nka mo betima ada ho amaye but omo an ya hwe sa amfa nto ho
diversions
biara ni ho eno an se kwa na no mo ye nti omo wo se bia na eba se bia ti so mo ye adwuma ne se na brebi ni a afi no mbesa be gina ho so omo ye na sa kosi friends and traffic brebi and so high
just don't kwani to me choku
choki kura moto kura ntimi nko kwa na na di problem na nyina ba
say adis say di bi wo ho a wo pese o de sre contractor na be ye de
yes no ukoka kura yemfa because sabi
so ye Ghana ni so ye dipa
wo ye Ghana ne ba ukoka ono wonfa jise
so de ka bi
jise wo mo a sabi omo ebetima ka
to katre ya ebeko neni
nti adisrade a ye de to mo anim ne se ye pamocho muni omo mbe omo ho no omo hu ye mbobo no mo yi sa da versions no to ho maye sa ne be ya traffic no so be ba form kakra ene ya omo water so maye sa ne be ya mfuturu so be ba form maye nti ye adisrade ne to mo anim mo hu ye mbobo na mo ye sa maye
Kwame we de waka ni ye Okay, yeah. My mene open so on yankasa. Now mene braba. So we're just and that's Kwame. Kwame telling us about the lack of diversions on the road. We'll get back to the assemblyman and speak to him on some of these vex matters. But very important for us to also indicate that apart from Yima and Kwame, who are the lead Okada riders right here who have spoken to us, they also do indicate that sometimes diversions have not been created. So when there's gridlock, they find it very difficult. So you can find that, for example, when it comes to the other side of the road, this one leads to the Kaswa end. And the commuters will have to converge at this intersection and make sure that they wait for hours on end for cars to the destinations that they want to go. And this one, for example, will lead you to the Kaswa end. And you can see that the traffic is massive. It's just huge. And it's not easy. And let me speak to Mr. Martin here at Koto. And he lives also in the... do you live in the neighborhood?
Yes, please.
And how is the construction work, whether it's slow or fast enough? How are you coping in the first place? What are some of the observations about how fast or slow it is going?
Yes, it's very slow. It's not going far. And it's also affecting the market as well.
What do you mean by it's affecting the market?
Because people cannot get space to trade.
So patronage is low?
Yes, please.
What do you think, based on your observation, maybe the contractor could have done? Is it road diversions or perhaps speed up certain sections, etc.?
Yes, you have to even create another path for cars and other distance so that they can be passing, so that it will help the distance to go on very fast.
All right. What are the problems you've noticed so far in terms of the time delays and some of those things regarding this construction as a resident or somebody who uses it?
Yes, what I've experienced is that during the rainy season too, it's also affecting the construction. So in my opinion, what I think is that they have to be a little bit fast so that the work should go on very fast.
Roland Walker reporting from the Kaswa Winneba Road. Tomorrow we'll continue with this series right here on TV3 New Day. But special thank you to you for staying with us all through